So we're in Barcelona for MWC24. We're here at the Totogi booth in Hall 2. You cannot miss it. Great big purple space age bubble. Hard to miss. And I see also the Totogi avatar that I spoke to recently is here as well. So DR, never a dull moment with anything you get up to in this industry. What have you got planned for MWC this year?
Yeah, Totogi has a great MWC24 planned. We're doing three things. So obviously the booth, very futuristic as you mentioned, right? Seeing our demonstrations, having meetings here, and we're really excited about what we've built and our stand. But also we're exhibiting up at the AWS booth. So I always encourage people, go visit your hyperscaler. Hopefully that hyperscaler is AWS, but you'll see a Totogi kiosk there as well, focused on 5G private networks and the monetization of them, which you and I spoke about a little while ago, so we're really excited about that. I think the other thing, if you're thinking about Totogi, is catch my talk at the MVNO Summit. It's on Wednesday at 4 p.m. in Hall 8, which is literally a 30-minute walk from here. I was teasing GSMA, I'm like, why don't you put me in the parking lot next time? But no, I think it's gonna be great. It's super oversubscribed. Room holds 350, we have over 350 registered, so I think it's gonna be a great talk. We focused on BSS Magic and talking about that. And I think the third thing when you're thinking about Totogi is our awesome party, which will be right after the MVNO Summit. We're providing transportation, but again, I think it'll be the best party in Barcelona on Wednesday night. So yeah.
You mean not the best party all week?
Oh, well, I think it'll be all week, but I'm a little bit worried that people might be partied out, so I'm like, save some reserve for this party. It's going to be really epic.
People at MWC are never partied out here, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, awesome.
So, I mean, when Totogi came into the market, you started off with the launch of a charging platform. How's that developed? How's that going?
Yeah, so we introduced it at Cloud City in 2021, the idea of a multi-tenant cloud charger, and everyone was like, that will never work. Telcos will never do it, but that's not the case. They are doing it and they love it. And I think the big thing about Totogi charging is not so much the charging aspect, obviously super important, but the key is that we're adding AI to charging. That EDR has tons of amazing data, very rich data, that when you apply AI and machine learning to it, you can really get some amazing insights. Totogi's been working on it for years. It's been a long, hard slog to make it a really powerful machine learning model. But we've had a breakthrough. We're now 87% accurate in predicting churn, and we can tell someone's going to churn 6 weeks in advance. And so when acquiring a new customer costs 5 to 10 times more, like we really are encouraging telcos, why don't you focus on trying to keep that customer instead of the port outs, keep them with the service. We think it's a big idea, and the whole idea is to find that elusive 5G money so we can focus on 6G, right? We got to make some money, so let's go do that.
Well, if you find any of that 5G money, let us all know.
Everyone's looking for it. Yeah.
So you've also got something new here that you're talking about at the show, BSS Magic.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that? And I think we've discussed there's a lot of products already out there in the market, a lot of companies.
Yes.
What is it that's kind of, that you're pushing as the unique selling point for BSS?
Yeah, I think BSS is a very highly customized product, and because of that, just historically that's what it's been, it makes it a very slow and expensive process. And we think the addition of generative AI, right, this next revolution of technology that's coming to telco, right, first one being the public cloud, and the second one being generative AI, really gives us an opportunity to make that whole process cheaper and faster. And so we've never had that combination in telco, the ability to be super customized, cheap, and fast. And so we think this is a whole new opportunity. No one else does it, and we're super excited. We have our avatar, which you spoke to in a super awesome interview that we really enjoyed doing with you. But yeah, you don't need engineers, you don't need a big engineering team. Business people can now just speak what they want. Help me build a BSS. And it dynamically does it, and I'll be demonstrating it during my talk at the MVNO Summit.
Can you tell us a bit more about the underlying technology? Because it sounds so simple, you talk to the application, it's going to build something for you, but what's underneath is pretty sophisticated, isn't it?
Yeah, so what we've done is we've taken 5 different types of AI ideas and made an AI sandwich and into a product. But I think at the core is really the code generation, right? So just like Amazon and Microsoft have, and even Google have put out some code generation to help speed up the application development process for software developers, that same idea, but a little bit on steroids, right? Let a business person speak their business needs of what they need out of their BSS, and then get all to the point where you are generating a complete BSS application. So I think number one is code generation is super key. And then the second thing is really building that RAG tool, the retrieval augmented generation, where we've trained on top of the LLM, telco-specific BSS knowledge. Things like the underlying data structure, like the data model, how you're going to store customers, records, plans, and all that stuff. The other piece is just customer journeys. What are the common tasks that users need to do in a BSS? And the third piece, I think, is the Totogi APIs. Right? So these are headless. Headless meaning they don't have a user interface predefined, but they're little Lego blocks that you stitch together. And so you take the code generation, you take the knowledge about BSS, you have these little Lego pieces, stitch it all together, there's a BSS for you. And so no pesky engineering team, no one to go recruit, no one to talk back and say your idea is a dumb idea. It will literally listen to you, add a feature whenever you want, no CRs, no upgrades. We think it's a really big idea. And when you look at the other BSS vendors, and everyone's talking about Gen AI at MWC24. They're adding co-pilots and chatbots, and they're making individual processes within the BSS ecosystem faster and more productive, which are totally great ideas. But I haven't really seen anyone do what we're doing, which is create the entire BSS from scratch, custom, for anyone who wants to do it. And so it's really great. IoT people, MVNOs, MNOs, people who want to build something really quick for just a quick and dirty migration, can use it for all those use cases, and we think it's a new big idea.
Okay, so I take it you're going to be talking about this at the MVNO Summit when you're doing your keynote and addressing that to that particular audience.
Yeah, I am. So I'm really excited to do that. Again, like I said, it's Wednesday at 4 p.m. Hopefully people still have energy to listen to one more talk. But doing something that you don't really see a lot is live demonstration on stage, showing people how it works, because you kind of have to see it to understand what we're talking about. Like, we've been describing it, we talked on our interview, but I think seeing is believing, and just showing people how easy and naturally you can speak to the avatar and it understands what you're trying to do. Again, telco specific, you couldn't use this in another industry or another application. It's built for BSS, and I hope everyone has enough energy to make the talk.
Well, and also it's a proof point. It's not something you're thinking about or that you've got on a PowerPoint. It's something
it's
that
real.
is like here and now.
Yeah, so exciting. Yes, awesome.
Okay, well, exciting developments as ever for
always.
MWC. Good luck with with this week, with the booth, with the summit, and with your party, of course.
It's always great to talk to you and see you guys, so thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Dia.